Welcome back, design students. In this video we're going to create the controls for the body. So let's get started. Let's switch to the top view by pushing T on our keyboard. And we're going to create a shape that conforms to the body to serve as our body control. So let's go to Shapes, and I think I'm going to use Ellipse. When I click and drag, you can see it creates from the edge. I'd like to create it from the center. So before I create it, I'm going to come down here to the parameters and find the creation method rollout and select center. Then I'm going to get sort of in the center of the body here. And I'm going to drag out and make sort of a oval shape that conforms to the body. Now, just to show you that I can make really any shape I want here, I'm going to create a rectangle. And then I'm going to go to the Modify tab. We'll convert this to an editable spline. I'm going to right click and select Refine. Sorry, I need to go to vertex mode first. Then I can get the Move tool. I can select one. And I can pull this out. And I can convert these to corners. And these to corners. Sorry. You can see I have more of a barrel shape here that sort of conforms a little better to the body. So I think I'm going to exit vertex mode and delete this first oval, because I think I like this one better. Now switch to the perspective view and go ahead and turn on Enable in Viewport. And for consistency, let's make this 2 like we've been doing. Give it 3 sides, and then we're going to align it to the body. So let's hit Shift A for Quick Align and click on the body. And then let's rotate around it and try to see if it looks good. It does, but I don't want it to be that high. So I want the pivot point to stay aligned with the center of the body, but I want to move the control object down further. So what I'm going to do is go to the Hierarchy tab, select Effect Object Only, and then I can move the object without moving the pivot point. Then I'll turn off Effect Object Only. Now I want to constrain the body somehow to the controller. I can't just directly link it because that will disrupt the hierarchy that I have established for the body. And if I apply an orientation constraint to this, then I will only be able to rotate it and not move it. If I apply a position constraint, then I'll only be able to move it but not rotate it. So I need something different. I need what's called a link constraint. And a link constraint allows for both rotation and position. So select the body, go to Animation, Constraints, Link Constraint, and then click on the body controller that you just created. And then let's test it out. Select the controller and move your robot. And select the rotation tool and rotate and see if he rotates. Alright, so let's finish up this controller by naming it. Let's name it CC _ body. And then it should be in the controls layer since that's the active layer. If it's not, open up the layers, find it, and drag it into the controls layer. To check and see if it's in the controls layer, you can simply toggle the visibility and see if it appears and disappears. Okay, that's it for the body controls. In the next video, we'll begin to build the control for the eye. And I'll see you then.